All right, so here we are live on SVK Network. We're going to have an incredible guest with us today, Chef Dan Walker from the Pitchfork Market in Saskatoon. There he is. All right, taking a glimpse. So in this episode of This or That, there's still lots of questions about fighting inflation, keeping it easy, and bringing back all the flavor that you need on your dishes because your customers are asking for it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So stay tuned. Chef Dan is going to be right back, and we're going to be here talking all about the Pitchfork Market.
Imagine both your front and back of house teams are so well trained that they're executing flawlessly. Your front of house is doubling your sales, boosting repeat business, and creating 5-star dining experiences, while your back of house is consistently preparing each dish to perfection, on time and to spec. Having a restaurant this dialed takes a unique training system. That's where Serve comes in. Serve means Study Restaurant Variety, and it is a powerful, mobile training system, custom-built to meet the needs of your restaurant. Serve will up-level your team's knowledge and skills, maximize your profits, and create experiences guests will rave about. Serve is the key to unlocking your restaurant's hidden potential and will prove that the more your team is able to learn, the more your restaurant will earn. It's Serve, and it's a game changer. Ready to serve? Get started at servenow.com.
All right, we're back. We're live SVK with Chef Dan Walker from the Pitchfork Market in Saskatoon. Dan, how's it going over there?
It's going really well, Peter. Chef Peter, we have a full house of folks here. We're right in the middle of our kitchen as you're going to watch a cook walk past. There you go. So we have my cameraman is Dayton, who's holding my laptop up here. There he is. So Dayton, we're going to get Dayton to go this way.
Wow, beautiful. That's always exciting to see a nice action in the restaurant, eh, Chef?
So today, Monday, is generally our busiest day where we have Seniors Day. We do a free cup of coffee and some fruit bites for folks, and then they get 15% off groceries in the grocery store. So if you look over, I guess this part of my shoulder, it's an area, but on the other side of it is a full-service grocery store. So here in Saskatoon, it's a first concept for the store, and we plan to build a couple more of these here in the city, and then hopefully kind of expand out throughout Western Canada. The store functions mostly as a grocery store, and then we have the little restaurants here. It's about 40 seats. When we do our second store, we're planning on having an 80-seat restaurant and then a production kitchen so that we can fulfill doing all the stuff that we do up here, like prepared meals, noodle bowls, sandwiches, baking. So we have lots of add-ons that we're going to do here in the future.
Well, that's fantastic, Chef. Why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and your culinary background?
Well, I'm from a small community in northern Saskatchewan called La Ronge. We're on a lake. So it's not necessarily a culinary capital in Canada, that's for sure. I was doing construction work actually throughout Western Canada, and a lot of places we went to, we stayed in suites and stuff like that, and I really didn't like the food that we had, so I started cooking for myself, getting Gourmet magazine and Bon Appetit and cooking meals in that. And a couple of years in, my boss came to me one day and he said, "I don't think you're that great of a carpenter, but you're a way better cook." So I ended up at the Pacific Institute of Culinary Arts in Vancouver. I did the diploma program there in 1996, and I've been cooking ever since. I've cooked throughout Western Canada with Fairmont, Delta, and the Sheraton. I own my own restaurant here in Saskatoon for 10 years called Richeria Food and Wine, and we were a farm-to-table place here from 2005 to 2014. So yeah, wow. 9 years. Yeah, so we were a big part of that.
And I hear you're like a cookbook collector or aficionado.
Yeah, definitely. When we did our pre-call there, I was sitting behind a couple of bookcases full of books. I've been collecting cookbooks for 20 plus years now. About 1,100 cookbooks at home on everything. So I know that enthused Jay quite a bit. He was quite taken aback by how many books I have. I'm surprised my house is still standing some days.
Well, that's awesome. So, from all that knowledge that you've gained from working, reading, executing, that kind of stuff, what are some words that you would use for some new culinarians looking to get into the industry?
Salt and pepper is your friend. I find that a lot of new cooks don't season. I haven't developed a palate yet really well enough to take in, like to make their flavors kind of pull apart. One of the books actually that I really look towards to give to new cooks is Greg Kunz's cookbook, and it escapes me the name of the book right now, but he talks a lot about how to pull flavor out, how to push flavor, how to do different kinds of seasonings and stuff like that by using vinegars, citrus, umami, and those types of added adventures in that. So
Excellent. That's awesome.
to me, I think we're kind of lucky here where we have, like, over my shoulder again, Laura there. She's a culinary grad in that, so she's been in cooking now for a while. So her seasoning technique has gotten a lot better. And Dayton here, who's holding my laptop, is cooking for a long time, so he works really well. He's got his seasoning down, but every once in a while, you still need to add stuff here and there.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you said that because I got a lot of those kind of things in my dishes. So why don't we tell the folks about what you're going to do, and then I'll bump in and tell you a little bit about what I'm going to do, and we'll go for a break. What do you got going on, Chef?
Yeah, for sure. So being the kind of the store that we are a grocery store first and foremost, and then with the cafe on the side. So one of our best-selling items that we have that you guys generously supply us with is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And this is a 6-pack or an 8-pack, sorry, and we just retail this at $9. So that's easily enough food for a family of 4 to do a reasonably nice meal for supper time. And then we focus on. I'm going to just turn the laptop a little bit.
Perfect.
Yes, canned goods there, some peas and corn, some tomatoes, and then we have some spices. And everybody has. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Everybody has like lots of spices in their cabinets and stuff like that. So if for us, it's to do this is an easy way to marinate something to bring flavor out. To add, like, we've got paprika, garlic powder, and a poultry mix, which again it's kind of like a turkey themed or a Thanksgiving themed food palette there, I guess. What you could say.
Wow, excellent. Well, I'm sure. I wish I was there to taste it. Sounds fantastic. And over here, Winnipeg, I've chosen some utility beef tenderloin, and I'm going to create a bunch of different dishes with that. And I'm bringing in some of your ideas there, Dan, with the acidity and some flavors with balsamic and some sun-dried tomatoes and a few other things that we'll whip up after we come back from the break. So let's go out to the break. We'll be back with Chef Dan Walker from the Pitchfork Market. We'll be right back. This and that. Fantastic. Excellent.
There goes Stephanie.
The commercials are faster than when you're at home watching them, Chef, I'll tell you.
A little bit. We have, it's interesting. We have a couple of people sitting at the counter now, so they're watching what we're doing in that. So
that's great. You know what? It's nothing humbling than people loving what you're doing, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Great. So, Chef, go ahead and take it away. Why don't you show us a little bit about what you got going on there?
Okay, so I'm going to get Dayton here to kind of twist it up again. So we kind of pre-cooked everything. So we did, you know, this is something we do in the store on a fairly regular basis. We have an area where we do roast.
Chef, try to stay right in front of your microphone there. That the
Sorry.
camera. Yeah, perfect.
We'll go this way.
Yeah, beautiful.
We have a place in the store called Gourmet.
We're still cutting out.
Is it cutting out still? No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. Anyways, we have potatoes.
Yep.
Boil, and then we did some just a basic thing. Corn, tomatoes,
Chef, why don't we just take a pause for a minute because I don't want anybody to miss that. I don't know why when you're standing showing us you got a great sound on your thing and then you're blocking out as soon as you turn sideways. Why don't you face the camera a little bit more?
Okay, so we'll go back.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
There's
awesome.
potatoes. Salt, pepper, some oil, and then we've got like peas, corn, and some tomatoes. Simple, just a simple sauce, simple mix there. And then we've taken the chicken thighs and we've dusted them with the paprika, the garlic powder, and the poultry seasoning, and just sauteed them really quickly. So we can do. I'm gonna go like this. We'll grab a.
Excellent.
And then we'll do this restaurant fancy.
All right.
So then again, we have the two chicken thighs. That's about 4 or 5 ounces of protein for somebody. So that's within the dietary kind of requirements for a meal for the day. And then if you really want, we'll take the veggies in that. Just
nice.
go over like that. Just again, being restaurant fancy, I do this with like home and they hate it, so they think it's a little crazy. But I think I'll be right back.
All right, just grabbing some more ingredients.
Now, again, being in the kitchen here, we'll just take the mayonnaise, and you can add kind of whatever you have to it, and to make like a quick sauce. So just like that. So quick and simple dish. Ooh.
Excellent.
But the cost on that per person is about $2.50. So again, you can feed your family, the 4 people, $8 to $10, and it's not going to break the bank or anything like that.
Oh, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Value, good flavor, right? This is
Yeah, for sure.
Customers are looking for.
And a lot of this stuff we have, is in you would have, I don't know how you are at home, but I have at home in one of my cupboards, I have a bunch of basic kind of canned food items that I always have just for quick meals and stuff like that for for the home folks and stuff like that. I mean, in the restaurant, we do the same thing too. We try to keep all the food simple and you want to make money with it. So, and this has been a good seller for us as well. So
That's one of your best sellers, is it?
yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And you know what? The chicken thigh is so versatile and so unique in lots of different ethnic cuisines that it's become so popular. It's just really starting to penetrate these menus, right?
Yeah, we do a fried chicken sandwich with them too. Breasts are getting to be expensive in that. So doing the thighs and that, I think you get better flavor from that anyways, because it's part of the chicken that's kind of used more, like the chicken itself. So you get that nice deep flavor in that, and you buttermilk poach them, and away you go. So it's a simple solution to doing like fried chicken sandwiches and things like that, or bowls. Like we do like a chicken burrito bowl, and we use the chicken thighs for that. So that's always a nice option as well.
Yeah, incredibly versatile. That's fantastic. So I guess that's kind of what I decided to do with the beef tenderloin. They call them medallions, but they're 2.5, 3 ounce portions in a bag.
Yep.
And we've kind of seen that earlier there, what Kevin had. And so there's the portion there that I did earlier.
Yep.
Kevin's just coming to fly around on this side. So I just wanted to show these first little things here, and with a little bit of some effort, this is what's going on over here, right on camera 2. And I think Jay's got it set up perfect. So I just tapped out the Italian here a little bit, right? And I got some eggs, and almost like the dry ratatouille mix here that I rolled into a little,
That's beautiful.
almost like roulade, and popped it in the oven. So you got something like that going on your plate real easy, right? So I'm going to take that plate. But it wasn't just the steak that I was excited about. It was about some of the things that I was going to serve with it. And of course, having some of the things like mushrooms. Everyone's loving the idea of mushrooms. So I had some blonde mushrooms that I used with the lemon on this side, right? And then I have a little bit of basil and butter going on here right now that I'm going to use on both dishes. We're just going to put it around like that. So you got lots of great flavor. And just so the folks at home can sort of see what was going on, what was inside, we got a really nice rare piece of beef with really nice green colors with the egg and everything inside. So that worked out real good. I was pretty happy with that one. And then what we did is we decided we were going to put it on a skewer today. And so here's the one that I did earlier. But I did a combination of meat and chorizo sausage. There's only about $2.50 worth of meat on there. But what I decided to do with this here is to make it something more like an appetizer. So I took some pizza dough and some smoked paprika, popped it in the fryer, really nice and puffy, instead of just doing the fries. Right? So this is about 25 cents worth of dough. Wasn't a lot. And the idea of putting the skewer on, got a little serrano pepper here in the middle, right? Just like that. And then you're squeezing some lemon on, which is what I was going to do in the first place. Right? A little bit of some kosher salt, some peppercorns. And then what I have here is I have a really nice sun-dried tomato, garlic, balsamic vinegar. That's what you were talking about, Chef. They have a good balance of acidity. And that's what I'm going to put on the beef right here.
Cool. Chef Peter, that looks fantastic. I really like the look of that dish.
So this way you didn't have to do the fries, right? And it's just a little bit of the idea of having the bread, appetizer, and here it is, wonderful, ready to go, where you can sort of just munch along. I love my serrano, so I grilled one in there. So you can eat it with pizza dough bread. And then from there, people can just share that kind of a kebab and have some great fun with that. So again, we were able to move a really good product like beef tenderloin. It's very versatile. You can skewer it, you can pound it out, you can grill it. Takes on all kinds of abuse. It's always tender and perfect, but it's actually economical and can really penetrate your menus, and your customers can enjoy a lot of great dishes. So
yeah, no, Peter, I think that's a great showing of how versatile not only that cut is, but the size of the cut that you're using, because people still want to have steak, and no matter what, if you can provide them with something that's got good value and you're able to do like 3 or 4 different things with it, man, that you can put that all over your menu and you'd be a happy camper. So
absolutely, and I know that I had a few comments in the question box there about what's the next great things we could see coming out of your restaurant for the holiday season.
Oh, we're looking at it's obviously Christmas is coming up. We're starting to get ready for doing our turkey dinners and then a cooked ham dinner. So we're providing full-size turkey cooked. There goes Virgil. That's my butcher.
Oh, we love the butcher.
That's our butcher. So we do turkey dinners with mashed potato gravy, stuffing, all the fixings, pumpkin pie. We'll do the same thing with cooked hams this year. We've brought out new weekly sandwich specials that have been really excellent in that. So we do a nice, we've done like beef dips, turkey melts. We're going to do a pizza sub, meatball sub. We have a lot of fun with them. The cooks get a chance to do something interesting and fun for the week in that. So it's always a bit of a challenge just to see if people like that and, for their weekly sandwiches and that.
Yeah, one of the things that I've been talking a lot about is putting the smoke on other ingredients than the meat. Yep. So I've smoked canned tomatoes to make my tomato sauce. I've smoked my canned roasted red peppers and put them in my sandwiches. And people are just loving that whole flavor of smoking. And it's a little easier than trying to perfectly smoke some meat and people aren't quite sure how to do that either in their restaurant location or at home. But really, that's what I've been letting people know, is that it doesn't have to just be put on the protein. It can be put on the accompaniment that's going to be served with the protein.
No, for sure. We actually got lucky because we had to smoke a bunch of chicken for our menu, and we smoked it a couple days before the snow came. So I don't know how that smoker would do outside in minus 20 weather. So we're quite pleased that we got it done. So I'm happy with that.
And we were happy that you were here to join us today, Chef. And I look forward to getting back to Saskatoon and meeting you in person and sharing a nice plate of food together. And thank you very much for being our guest on This or That on Live SVK. And I hope you have yourself an awesome day and happy holidays and all that other great stuff. Kevin Penner says hi too.
And a shout out to your Kevin as well.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. See you guys.
Thank you very much. Have an awesome day.
Too.
This was This or That, and we were live with Chef Dan Walker from Pitchfork Market, and we had a wonderful time today creating some incredible flavored dishes that were low impact on your food cost, high profitability, easy to execute in any environment. So I hope you really enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time on This or That.